Hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, and today it is me, Bucks Let's Play, coming at you live on another video game review. Alright, today I'm reviewing this fantastic game known as Fallen Enchantress. And you know what? I was really excited whenever I got an email the other day, because I did not plan on buying this game. I actually considered it, and I thought, well, I might wait, because the first game, its prequel, was not the best. It was really buggy, but it had a really good concept. Of course, I paid $60 for it when it came out 2 years ago. But Stardocked sent me an email, and they said they're giving me this game free. A $40 game for free. And now that I have played it, I would definitely go out and buy it. But let me go ahead and go through a quick interface here. There are, of course, scenarios. I'm not going to get into that. The tutorial, which I have not taken. I always make the mistake and not take tutorials. I kind of like learning things on my own. But it has a tutorial here. And a workshop. I have learned that in the workshop you can build your own maps for the game. It's the exact same tools that the Stardock uses whenever they created their maps for the game. But anyway, once you click on New Game, you get the option to select all these pre-made characters. Of course, I've made my own. You can go into the menu here where it says Create Your Own Character. You can choose all kinds of different magical proficiencies, professions. You got points up here to spend. You can actually change what, let's see here, weapons they use, appearance. You can even change the backstory. It's just such a neat thing. And you also can create a kingdom. If you don't like the different kingdoms that are included in here, create a new one. It's a great feature. But now I'm going to go ahead and jump into one of the games I have already started. So just give it a second here to load. I'm not the greatest at these games. It takes me a while to learn them, but it's great. I liked the first one whenever it actually ran. Of course, it crashed every 5 minutes. But this one, I haven't had that issue yet, and I'm really excited for that. There's so much you can do here in Elemental. I'm just going to real quickly here kind of go over the map and show you what it looks like and show you what my character is. Maybe a little bit of combat if it ever loads. So we'll just sit here patiently and wait for it to load. Of course, like I said, I have not tried the creating a world in the workshop, so I'm sure that would make it even more fantastic, as you could actually create your own worlds if you didn't like the ones that were already pre-made. So Stardock, apparently they had a really bad run, especially with the first game, Elemental. So I'm really excited that they gave me this game free, and they're supposed to be giving everyone this game free if they had bought the first game 2 years ago for that full value of $60. But anyway, here is my map, and here's my first city I created. Of course, these are enemy wolves. I don't know if my character can fight. He will probably, let me look here. The enemies have an attack of 24. My character has he might lose, but I want to go ahead and show you what the combat looks like. Here, this brings us up. You can auto-resolve it, or you can battle. I'm going to go ahead and battle and just kind of show you what it's like actually personally fighting in the game. Of course, we're off to a really bad start already. Of course, yeah, he didn't die yet. Okay, I can't remember. Okay, one of the powers he has is Shockwave. It actually damages the units around him, which I'm pretty sure will actually kill him, or kill the enemy. And yes, it did. If it wasn't for that spell, he would not have won that battle. But my main character, as you can see, his name was Gandalf, and of course he looks like Gandalf. He just won that battle by a very small margin. If it weren't for that spell, he would not have won. Those of you who are new to the game, of course, those spells that I just used, up here if you look in the corner, mana, you have to have that. Depending on the cities and these different shards, they provide power for you, and per turn, right now I'm making 9 per turn. That builds up over time. Of course, what you could see there, it took, I believe, 45 mana to actually use that power. So, you know, if he didn't have that power, he would be pretty well screwed. Right now in my game, I'm not doing the greatest. I don't have any army right now. Of course, I have my other little village here. Of course, mine's kind of representing Lord of the Rings, but there's a lot of things for me to still learn, but it's a pretty easy platform. I think anyone could easily jump into the game and get started. Another thing I really like is whenever you're completing quests, you actually pick up different items. As you're researching, you get new items. Like this fire staff, he did not used to have that. When in battle, he actually can shoot fire from his staff. It's not the most effective, but it's still useful. You can click on Equip button, This shows the different things he has. This is the one he started with, the Banishing Staff. Right now he's using the Incineration Staff. And these are some of the things he's either acquired or purchased. As you do research, new things become available in the shop. See, here's all kinds of different things you can buy for your character. It's not just for your character. Some of these things you can buy could be for your units. Some of these things can be for your heroes. They're called heroes. You actually have to pay them to join you. Well, here's a spider here. You can't get him to join you unless you're... it's a certain faction. A certain faction has the ability to take over wild animals, and this giant black widow here would be one of them, but of course I don't think I can. Right now my lands are pretty well in a crappy position because all I have is my hero, and as you saw, he nearly got his butt kicked in that battle, but thanks to that earthquake spell, or whatever you want to call it, he was actually able to defend. And there's a crap load of different things here that you can learn. He actually has the ability to raise and lower the land. There's just so many things here. The Hearth of Fire, I haven't really looked into all this stuff. Unit enchantments, just so many things, so many things. It's really a kind of a game of personal preference, because it all depends. Like when your character levels up, you choose a field for him to go forward, and that kind of depends on what how you created your character, and that'll all affect what abilities they will have. So I know this is a pretty short review, but hopefully this just kind of gives you an idea of what the in-game interface is like. I know I didn't show a lot of features when you're creating characters or factions, but there's a whole lot of features when you're creating your faction, including like this little symbol here of the tree. You can actually pick the, whatever you call that, the crest of your nation. You can name your nation. You can put a story up behind it, just kind of create a story behind it. But anyway, that's really everything I want to show you. I guess I forgot to show you. You can zoom clear out, and it looks like an actual map, which I thought is kind of neat. So you can actually like click on your character and have it move around, kind of like a little chess piece. Really a neat game. So if any of you out there who have purchased Elemental War Magic and have not received the email yet, don't spend your money quite yet. You probably will be getting an email from Stardock to download the game for free. It is not a scam. As you can see, I have the game now. So, and then, of course, if you haven't gotten Elemental War Magic, then I recommend you go out and buy this one. This one is basically the same thing as the first one, but it's new and improved. It doesn't crash all the time. There's less bugs in it, and of course, it has many, many new features. So, like I said, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you back for some of my Let's Plays and any future video game reviews.